I had a video earlier that I was making about how to use a microcell in a DMC with a sonic wall. I've since then got a faster internet. Back then my internet was less than 100 meg. I've gotten a faster one which is 300 meg. The problem was that the sonic wall was only rated at 100 meg, so keep using the sonic wall would not get me my full throughput and benefit. So what I did was I basically built my own machine and put pfSense on it, and that's the dashboard that you're seeing right here. So right now there are 4 NICs in the pfSense. There are 3 of them are used. We got the DMC, we got the inside and the outside. But I still have my microcell that I want to use, so I can get my good cell signal within the house. So in order to do that, I have to set up some rules and I have to do some netting on the firewall itself. So if we start out with the netting, this is what it looks like. There are a couple of ones in here, but the ones that's really interesting are these 4 down here in the bottom. We have to allow 443 in, we have to allow 4500, we have to allow 500 and 123. So if you look at one of these rules here, you can see that the interface is outside, protocol is TCP, outside address, destination port range is HTTPS, and into my DMC and the microcell. The microcell has a static IP address, or it has a reservation in my DHCP for my DMC. There's no interface into the microcell, as you might know, so you can't assign it an IP address, but you can rig a reservation in DHCP, which is what I've done. There's no port redirect to go straight into HTTPS. I tell it microcell just so I have a description on it, and there's a filter rule associated. So we're going to get back to that in a minute. And all of them are kind of like that. All the rules are in netting. They look exactly like that, except that, obviously they're different ports, right? So IPsec net is for the ISACamp, and there are the other ones in there as well. So let's look at the rules themselves. The rules are auto-generated when you create it, but this is what they look like. So let's take a 443 one again. The action is to pass the traffic. The internet is from the outside. It's the IPv4, TCP. The source is from anywhere, because I don't really know what AT&T servers are and how they work and what they do. The destination is a single host alias with this IP address, and I give it a name. And you can see here that they're auto-created by the NAT port forward rule. So when I go in and I create my netting rules, there's a checkbox down there that says automatically create my firewall rules, so they get created automatically. So apart from that, there's not really that much to do. It is fairly straightforward. But we can go in here and take a quick gander at this again. So again, it's 443, 4500, 500, and 123. So that's NTP, ISACamp, and IPsec, and HTTPS. So those are the ones. For instance, if I go in here and say I want to add a rule, right? Down here, add associated filter rule. So it just automatically creates one in here. So this is really neat for pfSense. And if you have not looked at pfSense and using something like this, I have to admit that this is probably one of the better decisions I made in my home network, because it works really, really well. I had for a period of time a Cisco router and a Cisco firewall, but number one, it's extremely noisy. If you haven't seen or heard one of these running, it is very, very noisy. And it really did not give me anything that this free system here gave me. And you can see you got all the stats that you're looking for, everything. It's got OpenVPN in there. You can add and remove packages for whatever you want, really. So there's a number of packages available here for allowing you to do things. This box here also functions as my DHCP server for my home network. So it is doing a number of things that solve a number of problems for me that the Sonic Wall gave me before. If you have any questions around how to get this to work or how it does, what to do, etc., put it down in the comment section and I'll see if I can answer you. Thanks.